Welcome all of you students. In this lesson, we are considering while loop, right? When you comes to this part, you know what is for loop and how for loop behave and practice with many examples, right? We use different kind of asterisk, pyramid, pattern printing examples. Now you know how for loop exactly work, right? I introduce for each loop as well, right? In this example, I want to explain while loop, right? There is the while loop and for loop. Both loop we use for iterating the content, right? But in for loop, we use for loop when we exactly know how many iterations we want to iterate. Think about this. We want to iterate 10 times. We just use for loop, right? Then why while loop? We use while loop for iterating until some condition true, right? Some conditions is until some condition true, it will iterate. That condition, when that condition will false, when that condition falls, your iteration will terminate, right? That's the difference between for loop and while loop. Think about this. We use for loop when we exactly know how many iterations we want to iterate, right? We use while loop to iterate until some condition false, right? Until your condition is false, your iteration will work, right? That's the difference. That's the different scenario you use for loop and while loop, right? That is important. Some examples also ask that. Okay, this is my previous example. Don't worry about this. I just commit these changes into GitHub. I use this for each loop. For each loop example. Not this example, right? Last lesson. Sync the changes and push to GitHub, right? In meantime, I want to add new class. This is my sample console lab project, right? I add many classes and this time also I want to add one class for each example. Not for each. We use while loop example. Add class, make that class public, add one method, void return type, example while loop. You can use whatever name, right? This time I want to iterate with while loop, right? While loop and click 2 times on tab. This is the way your while loop work, right? Until some condition true, it will work, right? When your condition is false, your iteration will go. Condition mean like this. Make a variable x and local variable, assign some value, right? We check x greater than 20, right? Your while loop will work until your x greater than 20. Is this time not going even one time, right? It always false. Think about this. What about this? Your x value is 20. We assign 20 to x value. Now check x is greater than 10, right? We use some content inside for loop. Console dot write line, we print that x and x minus minus decrement by 1, right? This kind of example. I want to make object from this class and access that this method with object, right? In your go to main method, make object from that class and call this method. Okay, run. Right? Okay, this one. Right? These are the result. These are the result. First, now x is 20, right? Check this. X is greater than 20. That means 20 greater than 10. Yeah, that is true. Then execute the content. Then decrement by value. 20 minus 1 means 90, right? Then again check 19 is greater than 20. Yes, that is true. Then execute the content, mean print 19 and decrement by 1. Now x is 18. 18 is greater than 20. Yes, that is true. Then execute the content, mean print 18 and decrement by 1. 18 minus 1, 17, like that. When you comes to 12, right? Now think about x is 12. 12 greater than 10. Yes, that is true. Then print the x, mean print 12 and decrement by 1, 11. 11 is greater than 10. Yes, that also true. Then print the x, mean print the 11. Decrement by 1. 11 minus 1 is 10. Then check 10 is greater than 10. False. If you use less than or equal, you can get, but if you use greater than, that will false, right? Then terminate your loop, right? This also you can keep debug point and debug your project and identify how while loop work, right? You want to identify these things. First, what is while loop and how while loop work, right? That while loop, first check the condition, execute the content, and in last part we use increment or decrement. This is the for loop structure. What's the difference between for loop and while loop? You have to have idea, right? When we use for loop, when we use while loop, right? While loop check the condition, right? While loop iterate that condition until that condition false. If that condition is true, it will iterate. Right? For loop we use when we exactly know how many iterations we want to iterate. In this time, we can imagine, we can calculate how many iterations we need, right? But this time not checking how many iterations. They just check the logic, right? This part will return boolean value, true or false. This is true, it will work. This will false, it will terminate, right? There is one more loop called do while loop, right? Do while loop has small difference with while, right? In next example I will explain what's the difference between while loop and do while loop, then we need to practice, right? Practice is the most important part when you learn programming, right? Remember this thing. Now you are learning programming. C sharp training mean you learning programming, right? Right. Okay, that's the thing I want to explain in this lesson. Now you want to commit your changes. I'm not explaining how to commit in one by one. In all the previous lesson I explained the concept, right? That's why, okay, save. Now successfully commit. Now I want to push my changes into GitHub, right? Push, right? Okay, that's it for this lesson. Let's move into next lesson.